In this video, we'll be talking about dynamic SQL statement to add some parameters to your select statement and make it dynamic and to accept some input from the user, and based on this input, then we can retrieve some specific data. So let's start. Hello and welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, I have a surprise that I would like to share with you. I am very excited to tell you that I am about to design a new free course in a very hot topic nowadays. It's very required in the market, and that will open a wide window for you to learn and to grow your knowledge in computer science. We'll start as soon as we get 1,000 subscribers on my channel. Okay, let's go back to our video today. So we'll continue working on the same project that we started last time. So I am very much encourage you to review and to watch these 3 videos before you get into this point. In this video, we'll talk about dynamic SQL statement. Last time we worked on a select statement, a static select statement, but today we'll make some changes to the select statement and to add some parameters that will be filled later on through accepting some input from the user or adding some variables to your select statement. So let's get into this and let's start. So last time we used the create statement object. This time we'll be using a different object which is called prepare statement. I will call it STMT statement, and here the connection object con.prepare statement, as you can see here. And then we can enter the SQL statement here. You see that? And now we can just add a select statement like this one. Select all the fields from this table account or user account, where here is the condition. Username is the name of the field that we want to check. And here is the question mark. Here is the dynamic thing is happening. So here we will accept some input and will be compared to the username. And here is another condition if we want to use compound condition, and here and the password is equal to question mark as well. You see that? And now those will be 2 dynamic parameters that will be accepted later on. Let's do the input that accepts some input, and then comparing the input to those fields, username and password, and check whether the user is authorized to access our system or not. So this is kind of an example of login system. So the user will enter the username and the password, and based on the result, we'll see if we have this user in our database or not. So we created an object of the scanner here at the top, and now we want to start accepting some input from the user. So here we will say that string user name equals to input dot next. So here we'll accept just a string. Now we'll do the same thing for the password. We'll duplicate this one, and here we'll say password equal input.next. It's better to add some statement here. Please enter your username, and here we'll do please enter your password. Okay. Next, we have the input from the user, and now we can connect these variables to the statement that we have. So we call the object statement dot set string. So this is a new method that we are going to use. So set string here, and we'll go with the first parameter, the parameter index, and here what is the variable. So here we have username, and we'll do the same thing here, but for the second index, the second question mark that we have here in our statement, as you can see here, and now we will associate it with the password. So now we are connecting the variables to the parameters that we already have in our dynamic SQL statement or the select statement. So let's go ahead and create an object of the results, and here results equal the statement that we have, and then here execute query. So now we'll use an if statement to check whether we have this record in our database or not. So to validate the credentials of the user, then we will use the results object dot next. If we have something in the results, then we'll do print statement to welcome the user, and here we can add otherwise if this is not a correct username or a password, we can print a message telling this is an invalid username or password. Okay, now let's try running this code and let's see the output. So now we have a successful connection, and here I will enter the username and then we'll enter the password, and here we can say welcome, that this is unacceptable. So for sure here we can print the username if we want. So we can say results dot get string, and here the index that we want to refer to in the table. The username is saved in the second field of the table. So we can say welcome and space, and we'll see the results here. Let's enter the username here and the password, and here is welcome and the name of the user. Now in the next video we'll talk about insertion, to insert some records in the table using the insert command SQL instruction, and this will be in the next video. So make sure that you turn on the notification bell to receive the latest videos. Thank you for watching, and I will leave you with these videos, so watch them and enjoy your time. Thank you and have a nice day.